Nemesis, the goddess of balance and justice. In the shadowed corners of Olympus and the mortal realm, where pride swelled and injustice festered, Nemesis walked silently, her presence a harbinger of balance. Born of Nyx, the primordial goddess of the night, Nemesis was not a deity of chaos or cruelty, but of fairness, a force that ensured no act of hubris went unanswered. Nemesis embodied the principle of divine retribution. She was not vengeful for the sake of vengeance, but a necessary force that restored equilibrium to the world. Her gaze was steady, her hand unyielding, and her sense of justice incorruptible. With her wings of shadow and her ever-present wheel of fortune, she traversed the realms, observing mortals and gods alike, waiting for the scales of justice to tip too far in one direction. The story of Nemesis is woven into countless tales of mortals who dared to challenge the gods or defy the natural order. One such tale is that of Narcissus, a mortal whose beauty was so extraordinary that it captivated all who beheld him. Yet Narcissus, consumed by his own vanity, scorned those who loved him, mocking their devotion. Nemesis, observing his arrogance, decided to teach him the price of hubris. Guiding Narcissus to a still, clear pool in the forest, Nemesis ensured he would see his reflection for the first time. Captivated by his own image, Narcissus fell in love, unable to tear himself away. Day by day, he wasted away, consumed by an unattainable longing. From his death, a flower bloomed, his namesake, the Narcissus, a reminder of Nemesis's justice. Nemesis's role was not confined to mortals. Even the gods were subject to her balancing hand. When Zeus, the king of the gods, became too indulgent in his pursuits, ignoring the pleas of mortals or abusing his power, Nemesis would subtly intervene. Her presence was not one of open defiance, but of quiet correction. She reminded the gods that their power was not absolute, and that arrogance, even among the divine, could lead to ruin. Nemesis was often depicted with a wheel, symbolizing the ever-turning nature of fate. She understood that fortunes rise and fall, and no one, mortal or immortal, could escape the inevitable balance of the universe. Nemesis ensured that fate's wheel turned as it should, her touch guiding it toward equilibrium. Nemesis was not without mercy. Her punishments were never excessive. They matched the crime. To her, justice was about restoring harmony, not inflicting needless suffering. She did not act out of spite, but from a sense of duty, ensuring that no one was above the natural laws of the cosmos. Her retributions often served as lessons, teaching mortals and gods alike the importance of humility and respect for the order of the universe. The mortals feared Nemesis, but also revered her. They built shrines and temples in her honor, praying for her to deliver justice to those who had wronged them. Sailors offered her sacrifices before embarking on voyages, hoping to avoid her wrath by acknowledging her power over their fate. Warriors prayed for her favor before battle, seeking to ensure that their cause was just and their actions would not incur her punishment. Over time, Nemesis became a symbol of moral balance. Her name echoed through the ages as a warning against hubris, reminding all who heard it that arrogance and excess would inevitably lead to downfall. Even today, her essence lingers in the idea that actions have consequences, and those who overreach will face their reckoning. Nemesis's story is not one of cruelty or malice, but of unwavering fairness. She is the goddess who walks unseen, ensuring that the scales of justice remain even. In every moment of retribution, in every act of karmic balance, Nemesis is present, a quiet, unyielding force that reminds us all of the power of humility and the inevitability of justice.